I don't see us modifying spring ball a whole lot compared to what we have done in the past. I do see us making some modifications to the spring game. We will still have the spring game because I know what it means to this community and the hotels and the bars and the restaurants and the tailgating and all of it. We're working on that now. We may do some more events that we're still working through. I don't want to speak on them too early. I think the biggest modification that we will make is very similar to what we did with Tyler Warren and Olu, 2 years ago. Is we'll modify specific guys rather than modify the whole program, because to me, that's the hard part and that's the challenge, right? It's kind of like teaching. You're trying to teach a class and you got all this different ability within that class, and you got some people in the class that really need to be challenged at a very high level, and you got some people that just showed up that are entry level, and you're trying to reach all of them, which is challenging. And I think it's the same way with us. If we modify spring ball, then all these guys that are fighting for jobs and need to be evaluated and need to be developed, they're losing it and they need it. So for me, what I think we'll do is we'll modify specific players based on age, experience, reps that they had last year, reps that they've had over their career. Very similar to what we did late in the season in practice. There's some guys that still need a ton of reps, and there's some guys that still have to get better, but you limit them. So we'll do modifications based on my recommendation, the position coach's recommendation, the sports science, Andrew Nelson, Chuck Losey will kind of get together and say, okay, here are the guys. Now, obviously, with Coach Knowles here, that becomes challenging too, because they need reps within that. But there's ways of doing that, making sure the vets are getting all the jog through reps and things like that. So that'll be our approach. The spring game, we'll wait to talk about that in more detail so that myself, the coaches, the administration, everybody's on the same page, because I think a lot of you guys know at a place like Penn State, I locked my date in for the spring game a while ago because there's so many things at the university that are built around the game in terms of development, fundraising, all types of events that the university has. So we don't have a whole lot of flexibility there.
Got time for one more.